What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I have requested a video from one of my friends, Keys, and this is probably going to be one of the most interesting and weird, cringy videos I've ever made in my entire life. And what I'm going to be doing is reading fanfic and trying not to laugh. And as I went and looked for some quality fanfic to read, I have stumbled upon the Holy Grail, Drake x Kendrick. And I honestly have no idea what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't know what it's gonna say. I don't know how my reaction is gonna be, but I hope that it's at least interesting or funny. If it's not funny, then I'm just gonna be disappointed. But I'm expecting this to be very fucking interesting, honestly, so I have to see how this goes. 2 weeks ago, Kendrick dropped Not Like Us. Almost instantly, it was top song on the Billboard Hot 100, alongside several other tracks by Kendrick. Meanwhile, Drake had only one song in the top 10, Family Matters. I don't know why that's... which barely held 7, just behind Kendrick's songs. Predictably, Drake had not taken this well. In fact, he had been utterly distraught. So long ago, he wanted to be more than just one. So he wanted to be more than just that one guy on Degrassi. But he didn't feel like he had what it took to make it. When he finally tried to break into music, many within the scene laughed at him and made fun of him. Despite all that, he would become one of the largest and most successful artists alive. Through this, Drake achieved what he thought wanted most of all. Yet, once again, even once he got it, he felt no fulfillment. He was still empty inside. Since this beef started, Drake has been watching his career crumble around him. First came Denial, The Heart Part 6. He just wanted to put all of this behind him and act like it never happened. But Not Like Us was a breakout hit. More than that, a hit that would be playing all summer long. Second came Anger, but that was all too soon and was replaced with Fear when trespassers started infringing on his property. Next was Bargaining, but much like Anger, it wasn't around for long. Kendrick had more tracks in the chamber, an album's worth, and no amount of money or dealings were likely to appease him when he could effortlessly force Drake into total surrender. This was when sorrow overcame him. All he had worked so hard for, even if it didn't give him the feeling he wanted, was gone. The facade, the larger-than-life person he had made himself out to be, that so many people had believed was real, was a shadow of its former self. Does he sound like fucking Batman? In the days leading up to today, he had stopped eating, too overcome with whatever the fuck that says. But something about today was different. What the fuck? The constant roller coaster of emotions he had been through over the last 2 weeks was finally ending. For so long now, he had feared. Most of all, a challenger. Someone who would not only ever take him, but totally dismantle everything he had built. Now he stood in the aftermath of his greatest fear being realized, yet he felt it was meant to be. He didn't just accept this new status quo, he wanted to embrace it. As far as he was concerned, he was no longer Drake, but simply Aubrey. When he thought of Kendrick, he no longer felt animosity, but instead appreciation. Quickly, his thoughts were becoming dominated by Kendrick. He was overwhelmed by a primal and euphoric feeling he had never felt before. Oh my god. This new sensation had created fantasy in his mind, one he knew was too good to be true. Well, oh my god, I can't read. One that couldn't be real no matter how much he wanted to believe it would come true. Dude, this is actually physically hard to read. Even then, he couldn't stop himself from preparing for a moonlit evening that he believed would occur. What the fuck? Let me take a drink of my water, bro. This is too hard. Holy shit. He was about to call it a night. Oh wait, shit. Kendrick watched the sunset over the embassy from different angles through the hidden cameras he had set up all over Drake's compound. Why does he sound like fucking Batman? Security went out about their new patrol patterns. Why is bro getting guarded like that? This being the 4th change in the past 2 weeks. Each time someone attempted to trespass, the guards tried to change when and where they watched. He wanted to deliver the climax of his grand spectacle, confronting Drake in person and beating him senseless, but all these disruptions prevented him, and now he was impatient. He was about to call it a night when something strange started happening. The guards began to disperse. Kendrick was in shock as they got in their vehicles and started to leave one by one. Questions began to race through his mind. Was this a setup? Was Drake trying to lure him? Had he known Kendrick was observing this whole time? He had a miscalculation? Has he underestimated Drake? He gritted his teeth as he glanced from monitor to monitor for what felt like an hour, before finally deciding to emerge from the abandoned mansion next door to Drake's home. As he stepped out, his eyes were drawn to the full moon shimmering brightly overhead. Its sight filled him with confidence. This was it, he thought. This was the night it was meant to happen. Dude, this is so fucking bad, dude. Oh my god. Kendrick's feet moved quickly underneath him as he curved around a corner on the high walls surrounding Drake's mansion. As he passed through the front gate, his head darted from side to side, trying to spot potential ambushers in the lush courtyard just before the embassy. Before confirming the area was safe, his nose picked up a strange yet alluring scent. His head quickly turned straight forward as the door to Drake's manor crept open. As Drake emerged, he seemed to float like a cartoon character, enchanted by the scent of a pie cooling on a windowsill. What the fuck? As their eyes locked, Kendrick began to dilate as he felt the intense exchange of energy between the two of them. An electric sensation burned throughout his body. The formerly faint scent became overwhelming. Then his eyes widened as Drake became fully revealed under the soft light of the moon, wrapped around Drake's torso. And what the fuck even is that? Its skirt torn to display his lacy. Oh my god, what the fuck? Which struggled to contain his soft yet large member. Oh, dude, no, dude. Despite his surprise at seeing Drake like this, Kendrick did not slow down. As he entered reach of Drake, I actually can't. Oh my god. Okay. No, I can't do anymore. I'm sorry. I gotta call it here, dude. I can't. This is actually too bad. I tried, dude. This is way too fucking bad. Oh my god. Please like and subscribe for my torture, dude.